creativity for us is usually an interaction. It's always an interaction. We don't, architects, well, some do, but most of us don't. We don't kind of go and hide in an attic somewhere and draw something up and give it to somebody to build. Creativity is, for us, involves discussion with clients or users. What would you prefer? How would you like this? Here are 3 alternatives. There's interaction with the public. You know, this is what we are proposing. It's big and pink and sits there, and the trees are here. What do you think? So the public, there's a creativity in the process of dialogue and exchanging with the public. There's a creative process that's largely internal, and that's when we sit down with the landscape architects, engineers, interior designers, our design team, when we exchange ideas and develop through an interdisciplinary design process. We develop a solution that's very much a merger of people's ideas. And then, I guess, lastly, even the architectural component never is kind of, particularly in this office, it's never one person, one man, one hand. It's a teamwork approach. We create in the project team community, so that could be 2 people, 4 people, 10 people, and we work on solutions that are both separate and integrated, in that we'll do some work, we'll come together, we'll discuss ideas, and the best ideas win. In this office, the best idea can come from the youngest member of the team or the most senior member of the team. And then my role is the newspaper editor role. So I take the ideas and help shape the final solution. I create, I comment, I communicate preferences, and I give advice and direction. So just like a newspaper editor colors the entire creation with their point of view or their voice, and so it is in this office that I add my own texture to the compositions. Lots of different ways. First of all, you have to create the right environment for creativity to flower. So we equip ourselves with a whole lot of tools, whether they're software tools or modeling tools or other types of tools, illustration tools, and so on. We nurture it in an environment and a culture, particularly in this firm, that reinforces creativity. So we have, if you walk through the office, you have models and drawings and covering our entire 25 years of history hanging on the walls and on the tables and so on. We nurture creativity by encouraging it, by inspiring people. So we encourage young people, younger designers in a firm to develop ideas, and we listen to them and take them in these interactive design sessions. We pass creative knowledge from generation to generation within the firm. We always team younger architects with the older ones so that design solutions can be nurtured and passed on ideas. We do believe we have a continuity in what we do here, and so from year to year we need to pass experience related to solutions from generation of designer to the next. So that's how we nurture it. We talk about design a lot. We discuss design amongst ourselves. We pin up on Fridays. We critique each other's work. We share from project to project ideas. So those are all nurturing ideas. Vancouver's very creative. It's no surprise that, you know, lots of great architecture has been both designed and built in Vancouver, but also is being designed in Vancouver for other places. There are many architects in Vancouver who practice regionally, nationally, globally, including ourselves. And the reason for that is that, and there are other places like this, particularly on the West Coast. San Francisco is you know, there's a lot of people who are creative are very fussy about where they live, and so they choose to live. Creative people choose to live in an environment that inspires them and satisfies their needs for stimulus or interaction. So you'll find there are pockets of creative people where there are great amenities, great social opportunities, great recreational opportunities, great cultural opportunities, good food, for example, fresh air, sunshine, places to raise family, places to interact with people who think the same way you do. So there's a particular node of environmental design excellence in Vancouver that comes from the fact that lots of people who care about the environment move to Vancouver. Why do they move to Vancouver? Because the environment's better here. You know, a person who's an ardent environmentalist who cannot really live and work in a place that has a terribly polluted or horrible environment. You want to go to a place where the values that are there match your own values, match your ethics. So as a result, it's very easy to be creative from an environmental point of view here because there are lots of people around here who support. There are engineers, there are scientists, there are researchers, there are environmental specialists in every discipline, ecologists, biologists, daylighting designers and so on. They're all here, and then we can interact with them, and it fosters community and it fosters creativity. And you know, Vancouver has an awful lot of that.